There's a sound, certain beats, certain songs, certain rhythm that when I hear them, my body reacts and my mind feels really strained. And certain Dinka gospel song, not everyone, not every single one of them, but there's a particular type, certain rhythm that impacts me. My body completely clenches. My heart tightens. My mind, every part of me feels so disoriented and I start to feel really sick. Now, the hardest part of all of these things remind me of back home, back in South Sudan, back in Kenya when we were refugees and when we were running from the war. And so I asked myself, why doesn't actually my mind allow me to settle? Let's talk about it. When my mom plays these songs, it takes me back to when we were running from war, when food was scarce, when fear was constant, and music, especially gospel music, was one of the form of relief that we had. These songs help us survive. But now, years later, when we are no longer there, they trigger something else completely entirely for me. And I started asking myself, is this part of post-traumatic response? I'm sharing this small example because I know I'm not alone with a lot of people who survived war. Many South Sudanese and many refugees across the world carry this invincible reaction. Do you ever have dreams about war? Have you ever suddenly just be chilling somewhere having a moment and then a really bad image pops up that are so horrific from the old back then, or it would just be kind of like a makeup a really horrific scenario? Do you feel like your body clenches out of nowhere, feel anger or sicknesses that you can't even explain? Like you feel sick to be wondering, you're like, what's happening with my body? And you're wondering what's happening. Do you feel sometimes you do certain things out of character? Almost feels like you're out of control, like you're not really having that control to yourself, but somehow you are. These can be variations of trauma response, and sometimes we mistake them as a part of our personality. Like for me, the moment I'm sharing about music to you, right, is something that really impacts me till this day. And mom loves her gospel, these particular gospel songs that she puts on. Other ones I'm really fine with, but somehow it's like I can't let it go and I always have to turn it off. It is easy for me to think it's a part of my personality and this is just what I like and don't like, but not necessarily. I can trace it back to exactly why it was happening. We think this is just who we are. This is my temperament. This is normal for me, but it's not. It's not exactly who you are. Sometimes it's what your body learns to survive with. Your body learns to survive with certain things. And when I look at this specific example, there's so many other examples. It's very easy for me to say, oh yeah, that's just what I don't like. But I know there's a difference between not liking something and fearing something or feeling disoriented by something. Let me ask you gently, have you ever actually sought support? Because healing is not simply getting away from the war. Your body might have left, but you still have your mind, which was impacted, and you would have seen so many different things. And if you don't address it, you can live your whole life on the edge, like this feeling out of control, always managing, never truly kind of resting. God gives grace, but grace does not cancel responsibility. So seek support. Talk to a counselor, your pastor. Talk to a psychologist. You're not crazy. There's no such thing as I'm crazy. Every single person in this world needs support. Now, where you choose to go to seek that support, it is important to go to professionals. And it is really, really important that you seek someone that you can actually trust so that you can deal with these issues. Now, I know in our communities, there's so much stigma around seeking any sort of support. But I tell you that it is very key to having a thriving life, a thriving community. We all need support. It doesn't make you a weak person. It makes you a very, very strong person. You're responding to something that's real, right? It's not just like a thing. It's real. You're not making it up. And if you're a parent, please hear me. Don't allow your unresolved trauma to spill into your children. It's not normal to constantly feel unhappy. Yes, sometimes life brings us unhappiness, but it's not normal to constantly feel unhappy. It's not normal to always feel on the edge. It's not a weakness for seeking help. Adam Lau, we talk about free mind. A free mind always means a regulated body, a healed nervous system, a life where survival is no longer the default mode. You deserve to thrive, not just like cope. This is Nhom Love Bio Free mind, healing body, generational change. See you in the next video.